Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amber and today I wanted to show you guys how I got this super natural look using only drugstore products. So if you're interested, keep on watching. So the first product I'm using is this Maybelline Hydrating Primer. Honestly, I really didn't have high hopes for this primer. Thought it would be kind of greasy, but it's actually very nice. I have dry skin, so a hydrating primer is a must, and this is just a perfect primer. It leaves my skin feeling very smooth and very hydrated. The base of your makeup is very important, so I always like to take this time and really work the product into my skin just to make sure that it's smooth and there's no residue or anything left on my skin. Also, when picking out your primer, try to match it with your foundation. So if you're using a matte foundation, use a mattifying primer, or if you're using a hydrating foundation, use a hydrating primer. For foundation, I'm using Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Foundation in the shade 332. This is one of my favorite foundations. I have a lot of discoloration, and because it's full coverage, it just gives me this flawless finish. Although it's considered a matte foundation, it's also very hydrating as well, which I love. When applying my foundation, I always apply it with the kabuki brush instead of wiping it on. I like to focus more on pressing it into my skin. Doing this, I find I get less brush strokes and more coverage, and I'm always left with a seamless look. For concealer, I'm using Maybelline Master Concealer in the shade Medium. This is another favorite of mine. I will say apply it with a flat brush rather than a bristle brush like I'm doing here. You'll have more control and it applies more full coverage. I don't know why I applied it like this, but it was not doing what I needed it to do. I just applied the concealer under my eyes, on my cupid's bow, and on my chin. I no longer put it on my forehead. It just looked weird sometimes, so I just stopped doing that. And to blend it out, I use a brush and a sponge. To set my under eye, I'm using Maybelline Lasting Fix Banana Powder. This powder is okay. For drugstore powder, it is pretty nice, but I will say I would only use this to set my makeup. I would not bake it using this, because what I realized is the longer I let it sit, I was starting to get like a white cast wherever I put it. So as you can see, it's very hard to wipe away the powder. I don't know if I had too much or if I let it sit too long, but it was just giving me a hard time, and this is what I was left with. So to set the rest of my face, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in the color Medium Deep. To fix the fine lines that the white powder left, I'm just going to go over it with the Fit Me powder and really try to blend it into my skin. For bronzer, I'm using the Maybelline City Bronzer in the shade 300. I was really excited to use this because so many people were comparing it to the Fenty bronzer. Now, personally, I don't really like the Fenty bronzer. It always comes off a bit muddy, but the Maybelline bronzer is super easy to blend and looks very natural. So I'll definitely be picking this up a little bit more. So for blush, of course, I'm using Maybelline Fit Me blush in the shade 25. I have never been a blush girl, but I've been seeing people use it and I really wanted to try it. So I thought, let's start off light, and this blush is really nice. I think I will go a little darker, but not too much. I'm still kind of trying to see if I'm a blush girl. But yeah, I love how this looked. It gave me a very nice finish and I just like it. For lip liner, I'm using this Maybelline lip liner in the color Raw Chocolate. I was honestly disappointed in this product because at the store it was already the deepest shade and it was nowhere near chocolate. It wasn't even brown. It was more of a deep pink or a muted pink. So yeah, I will not be picking this back up. For gloss, I was really excited to try these lifter glosses by Maybelline. The first one I tried was Amber. This shade was a bit too rosy for me. It just blended in with the lip liner. I think with the darker lip color, it would be perfect. The next one I tried was Ice, which was just clear, so I topped it with Crystal, which made it more of a bronzy lip gloss. So overall, these glosses are very hydrating and they aren't sticky, which I love. And yeah, they're pretty good glosses. To set, I'm using this Milani Make It Last setting spray. Heard good reviews on this and it is pretty good. It is supposed to hold up to 16 hours. Don't know if it does that, but besides that, it is a really good setting spray. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and thank you for watching.